Hola guys, it's me and I am back with another video. Today I'm going to be doing a get ready with me video, and I'm going to be using some new products that I got from Wet n Wild, which I bought, and I know I say this often, but it is the truth, that I bought a while ago. A lot of these products I buy like weeks before, but if you are on my channel regularly, if you follow me on Instagram or whatever, you also know that I have been getting sick quite a bit this season, and I just have not been able to work with these products, to play around with these products and see how they work. So finally I'm feeling much better and I'm able to do this. So I'm on my way out with my husband, so I'm gonna, you know, go through these products. I figured that this was a perfect time to go through these products that I got from Wet n Wild. They got a bunch of new palettes. I bought 3 of them, but obviously I will not be wearing all 3 today, obviously, but I did get 3 of these colors from their new palettes. They're all just so really pretty. I don't know which one that I'm gonna be, you know, using. It's probably gonna, man, I don't even know, but I'll figure it out. I'll figure out which one I'm gonna get. I got one of their new mascaras. This is the Wet n Wild Boost Volume. It's the amplifying, mega volume mascara. I got their new foundation, which is the Photofocus foundation that they have in liquid, which is actually one of my favorites, and they have it in a stick now, and I wanted for a while now to try this, so I finally got this. Got their translucent powder, which is pretty huge, and I also got a couple of their new lipsticks that they released as well, so we're going to be trying out those as well. So let's get started with this video. I am moisturized, primed already. If you're wondering what primer I'm using, I am using from First Aid Beauty. This is the Coconut Skin Smoothie Priming Moisturizer. It is a great primer, very moisturizing. It feels just like a lotion. It's just so nice and moisturizing when you put it on, but does not leave a greasy feel, to me anyway. I really like it, and I think that it is perfect before putting your foundation. So let's get started and see how I look today. Alrighty, so I put the camera a little more up close so that you can see my face. It's all red and blotchy, but it's okay. So I'm going to start with the Photofocus primer, and this is in the primer foundation stick. This is in the color Shell Ivory. It's probably gonna be a little light. I usually use from the Photofocus liquid natural ivory. I can get away with Shell Ivory. It's just gonna, I think, in my opinion, be a little bit lighter, but I think it's gonna almost be the same. But look at my mirror here, and let me just go ahead and start drawing on my face. Actually, I don't think it's gonna look bad, because I tried to look for the natural ivory in the stick, but they don't have it, so I had to stick with the Shell Ivory. So I'm just gonna blend it in with my beauty blender and see how that works. So far it's blending in nicely, and you know, I'm having some high hopes for this foundation because the liquid foundation I really like. So I'm hoping that this is going to you know, perform just as well. So far I'm liking it. It's blending very well with the beauty blender, and obviously you can use a brush if you're a brush person. I'm not really a brush person. I prefer a sponge, and I can always keep going back to the beauty blender. I was for a while using the Morphe Bare Blender, but I don't know, I kind of feel like it's a little on the stiff side, I don't know. So I keep always going back to the beauty blender. But yeah, this is blending in actually very well. It's obviously a tiny bit thicker in consistency because it is a cream stick and not liquid, but it blends in very well. It does not feel heavy, does not feel cakey, and I'm just taking a look to make sure it doesn't look cakey. I don't think it looks cakey. I think it looks really nice. here is the foundation. I don't know if maybe I should put a little bit more. It really looks nice. I don't even think I need to put any more. I think I'm just putting it to satisfy myself. This is really nice, this foundation. Okay, so I slapped on my brows. I'm going to be using for concealer, actually the Sephora brand. I have my Wet n Wild, I just don't know where it is, so. But I tend to use this a lot. This is the Bright Future Serum Concealer, and this is in the color Fondant. So I'm just gonna put that over here. And the Wet n Wild concealer I have is actually the Natural Ivory. So I think it'll probably go, but it might be just a wee bit darker, but I don't think it should be that much of a difference. But either way, I'm just gonna use this concealer. I like this concealer because it is kind of, it is kind of like a serum, and it's not super thick. I like that very much. And I'm gonna take concealer and move it on to my lids, because I also use the concealer as an eyeshadow primer. I haven't used eyeshadow primer in quite a while, actually. It's been a long time since I've used eyeshadow primer. I don't know if it's just me, but I kind of feel like, I don't know, it just doesn't sit as well on my lids. And on top of that, since I put foundation and concealer on my eyelids, which is personal preference, I feel when I put the eyeshadow primer, it moves around the makeup, which I guess it would do. I understand why it would do that. But in any event, it's going to be a personal preference for you if you want to put on primer or if you want to put on concealer. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to bake my eye area with the Wet n Wild Photofocus powder. And this is in translucent, and this is a big jar, y'all. This is, how much is this anyway? 20 grams, 0.70 ounces. Pretty big to me. Oh, it's sealed, so I gotta open the seal and start sealing it, baking it on my face. I just did my nails. The last thing I want to do is freaking go in here. Okay, I got my husband to open it for me. Now this is the powder that I usually use. This is from Lancome, and it's the Long Time No Shine powder. I forgot how much it was. It's okay. I don't know, I don't care for it anyway. I'm gonna go into this and see if this makes a difference. So I'm gonna put some in here on the top. I put it up. And I'm going to dip it in my beauty blender and just see what happens. And while this is baking or whatever, I'm gonna go ahead and decide which eye palette I'm gonna use. I like to also put powder over here because of my combination oily skin. Put on top of my nose as well. Alright, let's see how that goes. So while I'm doing that, I'm gonna go ahead and decide. It's time to decide which palette I'm gonna use. Okay, I have decided which palette I'm going to use. I'm going to use this palette today, and this is the Not a Basic Peach. And if you're interested in the other two palettes, this one is called My Glamour Squad. Very nice colors. And the other palette that I have is Rosé in the Air. That's the other palette. And these palettes are online on their website and in store as well in CVS if yours happens to carry it, which mine does not happen to carry it, so that is kind of poopy, but what can you do? So I'm just looking for a nice clean brush here, and I'm going to begin to do my eyes. So I'm going to take this Morphe brush here, nice and clean. This is the Morphe R39, and I'm going to go into, they have two transition colors, one on each end. Okay, so I'm going to go into the first one. I don't know what I'm doing yet. I'm just gonna start going into it. A little bit of creasing from the concealer, but once you start blending, that goes away, obviously. Okay, so just going on the eyes. This is a very light color, so barely gonna see it. Again, this is just serving as transition. Has a very, very light pigment, like hardly anything. But if anything, this helped put an even smoother base on my eyelids. Okay, so now I'm going to actually go into this darker color here, but I'm going to test the waters very lightly because this looks like a dark color. I don't know how dark it is, so you don't want to put too much on your brush. And I'm just gonna start here very lightly. Yeah, this is this is pigmented, dude. Oh yeah, this is pigmented. Oh my goodness. I kind of didn't want it that dark. Yeah, this is very this is a very dark color. And mind you, I was being careful. I really didn't put that much. But now it's blended out okay. If you want to lighten it up, you can actually go back into the lighter transition color and just blend it out a little bit and make that color less intense, which is what I'm doing. Not a bad color. I didn't expect it to be so dark. And it looks like it looks like a chocolatey brown, but it doesn't. It looks more of like a terracotta brown to me, kind of. It's not going to be a dark chocolatey brown like it looks like in the palette. It definitely looks more like a terracotta. So now that I know this, I'm going to go in very carefully on the other side. Just doing the same thing I did. Nice color, very pigmented. I'm very happy, very satisfied with the quality of the shadows of Wet n Wild. I feel like they've improved in a lot of their things. Their palettes have definitely improved. They really have gone up there with the colors. Just really nice. The lipsticks, the lip glosses. I mean, again, some of the products are hit and miss. It really depends on what you're getting. Like their metallic lip colors, that's a total miss for me. Total miss for me. They're not pigmented like I want them to be. You know, if you want something subtle in metallic, then, you know, they're right up your alley. But I really just didn't like the colors too much. So alright, so I have got this color here, which is a dark transition to me, but I did of course take it down a notch with the other transition color. So let me see what color I'm gonna go into. I'm thinking of maybe going into maybe see how this color looks. It's gonna be a little lighter, but I may be able to, maybe I can mix it a little bit with that same color and see what happens. It's a very nice color. I like this so far. It's giving me like a nice tangerine, like a warm tangerine color. So I'm taking that and I actually went with this color, that tangerine warm tone, and I went back with that transition, but not a lot, mija, because this is definitely pigmented, these colors. I don't want to OD and mess up, so that's what I'm doing right now. And I'm blending, as you can see, only halfway. Sorry if you don't see very well. I just have this terrible habit of just going down and like sticking my face into the mirror. I'm just gonna go ahead and do this, blend it really well, and do the other eye as well. Okay, so I put that. I'm just gonna take a clean fluffy brush and just blend lightly. Now I know this palette is called Not a Basic Peach, but the colors, like, it's really not peach. They're like warm, like orangey tones to me. It's not really too much of a peach. I don't object with the palette. I like the palette. I'm just you you know, bringing a point that it doesn't really look peach to me, unless I'm colorblind and I have no idea. So I'm going to now attempt I'm going to attempt to do a cut crease. So I've been practicing the cut crease a bit because Lord knows I would love to do a perfecto cut crease. So I'm going to attempt to do that with a little bit of time that I have. Everyone has their own way of doing a cut crease, what brush to use, and what you're using to do the crease with. I found that the easiest way for me to do it is with a skinny brush like this. And this is the Morphe M172, and for the product that I'm going to be using to cut the crease is actually going to be a paint pot from MAC, and this is in the color Soft Ochre. I know you can also use a concealer. You can also, they have white concealers out there as well. But so far I've been using this, and I will use it because I purchased it and I don't want to waste, you know, lose my money on it. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And yeah. Okay, so I'm just gonna take this flat brush. This brush is actually from the Wet n Wild Holiday brush collection from 2018, and I'm gonna see how, I don't know, I was kind of interested in this color, but I don't know how it looks. It's like kind of light, so I was just gonna go to the next one, which is this color right here, which just seems a little bit more promising. This is more, you know, more of a light peachy. So I don't think that that's gonna look very good. So I'm gonna just go ahead and stick with the white color. I'm gonna go ahead and pack that and see how it works. You know, I don't know how these colors are gonna look or anything. You know, again, this is me first time, you know, trying out these palettes. Okay, so I went ahead and packed on the eyeshadow on the lid. So now I'm going to go ahead and just put a little bit more definition along the crease. I'm going to use this color actually a little bit because, again, I don't know how dark this color is and I don't want to totally destroy the look. And I'm just pretty much outlining where the cut crease is. And I'm using this small brush. It's a nice small detail brush. This is the Morphe E19. And I'm just dipping very lightly into this brown. So much, you know, and then you're just gonna like blend that like super lightly because you don't want to get rid of that detail either. Okay, so I have already lined my lashes to keep you away from the misery of watching me do that on camera. I'm opening up the mascara. Again, this is the Mega Volume Mascara from Wet n Wild. Volume mascara that intensifies and thickens lashes. We shall see. I'm putting on lashes anyway, but I figured, you know, let me see how this mascara looks. Oh, you know what? Let me tightline, and then I will put on the mascara. So I'm gonna go ahead and tightline. Where is my tightlining? I'm wearing the, what is it? The lash liner from Kat Von D. And that is what I've been using. Here it is. This is what I use to tightline. It is like the closest product that I have found that actually does work, stay on the waterline, dries fairly quickly, and this is pretty much what I'm doing. Okay, so I put my liner, I tightlined, I put some color under here as well. I went back in with this, you know, kind of the warm peachy tone. I guess it's peach. I don't know. I keep saying it's tangerine because it looks more like a warm tangerine. And I dipped it in with this ever so slightly and put it on the bottom. And blended it out. So now I'm going to try the mascara. So I'm going to take my trusty eyelash curler and curl my lashes, and then I'm going to go into their Mega Volume Mascara and see how it goes. My lashes are short and frumpy and very few, so we shall see how this works. The mascara that I am presently using is the Better Than Sex Mascara. I think that's one of my favorites. I maybe have like maybe 3 favorites. But anyway, here's the mascara. Here is the wand or the brush. And let's see how it goes. I like the color. I like that it's very black. Definitely. Separates the lashes very well. I think it's decent. I think it's decent. And the price is definitely decent. I think it was like what, $4 or $5 or something. Not bad. It's not clumpy, doesn't come clumpy out of the packaging. So there you go, that is the mascara. Again, my eyes I don't really have many lashes, so. But as far as an everyday mascara, I think that this is pretty decent. This is not waterproof. They do have waterproof formulas though, so you might want to check it out. I personally do not like using waterproof mascara because it tends to, you know, be a little too harsh on your lashes, causing them to, you know, fall out or break. So, you know, I definitely stay away from that. It's definitely personal preference if you want to use, you know, waterproof mascara. You know, there are exceptions, you know, weddings and things like that. But me personally, I would stray away from it unless I absolutely feel like I need to. So that's the mascara, and I'm going to go ahead, while it dries, I'm going to contour a little tiny bit while my eyelashes are drying, and I'm going to go ahead and use this flathead brush this is also from the Wet n Wild brush collection. I have been using Park Avenue Princess a lot from Tarte, and I'm just gonna lightly line, just lightly contouring, nothing crazy. And I really like this brush because the bristles are dense, but it's very blendable, so you can use this brush to blend. So I find myself using this quite a bit as well. And I'm just gonna blend this a little bit. Put some up here in my forehead, going down to the sides. Okay, I'm doing the same thing over here. And of course, gonna be blending that. Put a little bit on my nose, but I really don't put too much. Nose is like, it kind of got to be careful because, you know, if you put too much, then you end up looking dirty. So I try not to overdo it so much on the nose. And make sure if you do it on the nose, you know, blend the crap out of that, because you definitely don't, I mean, it's gonna be noticeable if you don't blend it correctly. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this. I'm gonna go ahead and use my blush, which I really always use this blush. Again, this is Peach Pink from Elizabeth Mott. This is the Show Me Your Cheeks. And I mean, I'm hitting the pan, which is, you know, very rare of me to do. But I really do like this blush. It's not heavy, it's not overpowering. It just gives you like a really pretty glow. And I think that's why I really like this blush. The blush brush that I'm using is the Morphe R14 if you are interested or curious. So I'm gonna go ahead and put on lashes, and then I'm gonna decide which lipstick I'm gonna be using from Wet n Wild. Alright, so I put on my lashes, lined. Oh my god, you won't believe, but my freaking tube of my lash glue broke. The little thingy is in there. I stand without words, man. Luckily I had, you know, I had some tools to get my lashes on. I cannot believe that happened. But anyway, I'm going to go and look at the lipsticks now. These are the new lipsticks from Wet n Wild. I purchased, I think there's like 12 colors or something. I bought 5. So I'm just gonna swatch them to you. There was one that kind of called out to me, but anyway, this color is called Power Outage, which is very dark. I think this is black, or is it gray? Okay, this is like, I'm gonna call this like a slate gray. It's not exactly black, it's very, very dark gray. But it was calling me, huh? When I saw it on online, it was definitely calling me. This color was calling me too. This is called First Place Winner, which is a gorgeous gold color, and I just love these non-traditional colors. Oh my goodness. So that's that color right there. Really pretty, very nice gold color. Cannot wait to try that, but I'm not putting that with this look today. Then I have these 3 colors, which I think kind of go with the look. This one, but this one's like the brightest of them. This is Esta Party. So this is like a very bright color. I'm gonna say it's like a Tropicana color, like an orangey, or you know what? It's kind of like a very bright coral, actually, now that I'm swatching it. So I don't know how it looks on the camera. It kind of looks a little more brighter in person. The next color that I got is, what color is this? This is Bare Your Soul. So I'm just gonna swatch this color as well. Ooh, this is so pretty, and they feel so creamy. This is Bare Your Soul. Very nice, and they really feel so creamy. They don't really smell like anything, no scent at all. And the last color that I bought, and I think this is the one that I'm gonna go with. This is Extra Cinnamon, Please. So this is, I think I'm gonna go with this color. Let me just swatch it over here. So that is this one. I think I'm gonna try this one on and see how it goes. Very creamy color. I'm gonna try this on. Ooh, I like this color. This is like a nice burnt, like a warm terracotta kind of. It kind of calls that to me. This is a nice color, so definitely keeping this color. I'm gonna go ahead before I finish up. I'm gonna take my big fluffy brush from Wet n Wild, and I'm just gonna swirl it in the remainder of the translucent powder because I like doing that. I'm gonna put this on, and I'm gonna put on highlighter, which I almost forgot. I absolutely forgot, because I usually put that on first and then my lipstick. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that and set my face and all that stuff. So for my highlighter, I kind of feel like like Rihanna. Like let's put on some of this, and let's see. Should I take a regular brush, a regular highlighting brush? Let's see. I haven't used it in quite a while. I like it. But of course, you gotta be careful with this one because if you're not careful, it easily will go out of control. I easily go out of control with highlighter, so. So I kind of went back in with the Wet n Wild Mega Glow highlighting bar. I kind of feel, I don't know, it was just like a little too much gold. So I went and I put this one just to kind of, this has gold in it, but as you can see, it kind of has like a little white background, you know, a white backside color going on. So I dyed it down a little bit, but the gold is still there. I still am liking it. So I'm gonna go ahead and use the Wet n Wild Photofocus, Joanna, the Photofocus matte finish setting spray, because I have combination oily skin. I'm gonna shake that up a little bit, spray it on. It's not exactly a fine mist, so you definitely have to be careful with how you apply it. And then I'm just gonna go back and take this little tool here and just go into here, because I tend to get a lot of gook in the middle of my eye. And you know what? Maybe I should put a little bit of highlighter in the corners of my eyes. I wasn't gonna do it, but I'm just gonna go ahead. I might as well just do it. So I'm just gonna take this little smudge brush here that I have. This is the Morphe M168. I'm gonna go into that. I was gonna leave it alone, but I might as well. Here you go. Okay guys, so here is my look for today. Thank you for watching and watching me get ready with me. So as far as the products go, I really enjoy these products. Really am loving the palettes. If you have not tried out the palettes, if you haven't tried out the new palettes, I strongly recommend that you try them out. They are just a really good investment, very pigmented, very blendable. Really nothing bad to say about the palettes. The stick foundation I did actually like as well. I kind of felt like, now that I'm looking at my face, I kind of could have applied a little bit more, but that's me personally. Like, I didn't apply as much as I should have, but I really do enjoy this foundation. This is not a matte finish, this is a natural finish, just like the liquid foundation. So, but either way, I'm really enjoying that. The lipsticks, love them, very creamy. I'm sure there's going to be, obviously there's going to be smudging and all that. It's not smudge proof. This is just a regular average lipstick, but the colors are very pretty. As you can see, I swatched the colors here that I have. Love them all. Decided to go with the Extra Cinnamon Please. That is the color on here, so I love it very much. And yeah, the setting powder is actually decent. I kind of don't really have any complaints about it. Hopefully there is no flashback. I believe that it states there is no flashback with these products, so but so far I like it. I mean, as far as the setting, I think it's set well. I put it on to finish my face at the end. So far I have no problem. This is not a new product. I do like using it a lot. I especially use it when I can't afford my Urban Decay, which is I think like $32. This one is obviously cheaper, but I like this product too, and I tend to get this a little more in frequency. I've been getting it a lot lately. So yeah, so overall I did enjoy all of the products. I think there's more products that came out. I think there was like a jelly primer that came out recently. I'm not 100% sure about that. Maybe I'll get it, maybe I won't get it. Maybe if you want me to review it, let me know. So that's about it. Thank you guys. I will put the products below that I use, and if you're interested, you can go on their website, wetandwild.com, or you can go into your CVS near you that has the products. But keep in mind that not every CVS carries Wet n Wild products, unfortunately. Like for my CVS, get with the program, CVS over here. But anyway, thank you guys for watching me ramble and put on my face. Very appreciative of you guys. If you're new here, please subscribe, like my video, and let me know your thoughts on everything. So I will see you guys in the next video. Adios.